9 3/4. Think you're being funny, do you?
Same every year, packed with muggles, of course. Come on.
My name's Jack, and this is my boat. She's a classic catch from the 70s that's in need of some love. I decided to start these videos to document the progress of her full restoration. From masts and rigging to the new engine. Welcome to the ship's log. Welcome aboard the Albatross. All you need to do is you're gonna, well, if you get that close, obviously you're gonna see that it's already cut. You pin it. But all you gotta do is, sorry to every English person that might be watching the show. We are going to be redoing the aft cabin head today. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into that. Redoing the tile on the walls, shower, and all the plumbing and stuff that goes with that. We're gonna be using CAD, which is Cardboard Aided Design. And we're going to be using that so that we don't mess up our pieces of porcelain tile. And I know some people out there are going to be like, whoa, wait, you're putting tile on a boat. That's crazy. Don't do that. And I just want to say to those people that I have marble countertops and vanities, so it's not out of place to have some natural looking stone. And porcelain is actually a little bit lighter weight than a marble piece that I would have put in here otherwise. And I'm not going to be using thin set to secure it to the wall. That would be a mistake. Because thin set could crack if there is ever a little bit of flex in the bulkhead, which there could be, especially in like high seas and stuff. But I'm going to be using Dalsil 795, which is a construction grade adhesive silicone based type thing, and it is fantastic. I've used it in the construction industry when I was redoing hotels and stuff, and we used it to secure skyscraper windows. This stuff is super heavy duty, and it's actually pretty affordable, about 20 bucks a tube. So I stock up on that. I always have some on hand, and stuff like this is perfect. While we're cutting those big pieces down below, we're going to be ripping up this floor, getting to that rotten hole that I showed you in the beginning here, and we're going to be redoing all that too. So just a continuation of the bulkhead rot, which I got a little peek whenever I was redoing that. I saw how bad this was. It's cool to see the original patterns though of the you know, where the plumbing was for the toilet and everything, for the original head shot, which is pretty incredible to do that to teak. I think the previous owner was kind of on the right track with putting tile down to try to waterproof things, because before it was just raw wood floor with no way to really waterproof it. So of course, anytime you take a shower, water would just go through the boards and rot them. And I like that there's a shower in the aft cabin, because that means you can close the door and, you know, let a guest have their own bathroom and shower and, you know, bed and everything, and even a way to get out on deck. So I'm going to keep it. I like it. Oh, and before I forget, I said you guys could post your own music, but you didn't in the comments, so we're going to go with my brother's recommendation. First off, we're going to salvage whatever we can out of this floor, because teak's expensive, and I might be able to use that for another project. So we're going to rip that up. We already did. Sand everything down smooth in preparation for the washing, which we're going to use acetone, vacuum up all the particle and the dust before we rag some acetone in there. Do a couple swipes of the acetone rags and you should be good. Make sure you don't use any rags that have coloring on them, or it will transfer the color from the rags or paper towels even to whatever surface you're working on. So pro tip, don't do that. That's no fun. We use Total Boat products here. It's pretty good stuff, pretty decent price point. So I'm doing the fairing compound from Total Boat, and then 3 coats of this bilge paint, which is pretty tough stuff, but not the toughest. So we ended up adding 3 coats of crystal clear epoxy from West Systems. And now that our bilge is all painted up and sealed up with that crystal clear epoxy, we're dowsealing and doing the subfloor here. Gonna screw all that down, and that's kind of the last step here. I added a 3rd joist in the center of the underneath where the toilet goes, because it was a little bit flexy under that, and I just wanted to add a little bit of stiffness. So I added those F8 boards there, and that turned out pretty good. So screwing those down too, and we can start on the wall. You know, almost immediately, I remembered the drain for the shower. That was dumb. But maybe it'll work for my benefit later. I feel like I was working on that for an hour. Oh, good grief, that thing was not designed to come out. But now that it has, I can finally see what this looks like. Oh, you don't fit. Gonna have to drill another hole. Gotta put my ear protection on before YouTube yells at me. You really need to be wearing ear protection.
Well, me father often told me when I was just a lad, a sailor's life was very hard, the food was always bad. But now I joined the Navy, I'm aboard a man of war, and now I found the sailor ain't the sailor anymore. Don't haul on the rope, don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be your last. Just get your civvies ready for another on ashore. A sailor ain't the sailor, ain't the sailor anymore.
Oh, where's that little piece? You dropped it. No! No! Alright, here's the reveal of the just about completed head. I've still got a few tiny little things I need to do, but water pressure's back on, got all this installed. Everything is cured, dried, made that little grate. You can kind of see why I went with the brass fixtures. And all this stuff is actually bronze with coating on there, so eventually when I have time I'm going to strip all that down and shine it up so it'll all match. It'll match the windows, it'll match the fixtures. Pretty much everything will be nice shiny bronze or brass, which is a real similar color. You can barely tell the difference between bronze and brass whenever it's all shined up. So pretty happy with the way everything turned out. I've got the toilet just kind of sitting on that because the piece isn't varnished yet, and I wanted to be able to replace this really easy. So I ended up, let's get this out of here I guess. I ended up gluing these studs here so that I can slip on a new one, and I epoxied the heck out of them with big bolts, and I'm pretty sure that's going to hold. And then I'm going to use that same construction grade heavy-duty adhesive and glue this down, so I don't have to do what the previous guys did, and they drilled through this, which led to lots of water damage getting underneath this thing. So I'm going to keep this entirely sealed and waterproof. I already sealed it with a couple coats of grout sealer, so that should do a pretty good job keeping water out. But yeah, pretty much done. That's going to take 7 days to dry once it's actually varnished up nice. So yeah, we're getting there. So bathroom done. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll probably cut whatever's left to do a little piece to match here, and then maybe a little piece to match there. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.